G'day and welcome to Duckzorly Gaming and a new Let's Play series. This will be the 24-day Seasons Challenge series as challenged by Farmer Klein. The whole goal of this challenge is to basically play in any way, shape or mind you wish, but you must set the seasons to a 24-day cycle. You must also be playing on a minimum of 15 times speed, which should make it very interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of learning to be had with everyone in here. Now, the reason I'm starting off with this one at the moment is unfortunately my Pendulum Farm Let's Play series has struck a bit of a road hitch. The save file, while not being technically corrupt, it does crash about 5 minutes in every time. So by the time I just start getting in and recording, it crashes. So until I get that fixed, we've got to move along, otherwise I won't have anything come out. And that's not the whole purpose of doing this, obviously. So I thought for this first episode we would have a bit of a look around the map. I don't know much of the map. I've had about 5 minutes inside the map earlier today. And well, I know where most of the stuff is, I think, now. You'll be learning it along with me, or some of you may actually be just yelling and screaming at the screen saying you're an idiot, why have you done that, you need to get down there, whatever else. But anyway, so we'll go for a bit of a drive, and then once I get to the farm we'll come back to the shop and we'll start buying the base equipment we're going to use. I've already sold all the equipment pretty much that was existing on the map. Oh, I suppose I should tell you what map. So it's another Stevie's map, surprise, surprise. This is Sherwood Park Farm, and he's done it again. I just can't get away from playing Stevie's maps. This one is awesome. I'll take you down some of the, next to some of the little creeks and that, and just see how beautiful it looks. It is really, really nice. What I will do though initially is I'll just fast forward time a bit so it's a little bit brighter. Don't want to be driving around the dark. There we go. Okay, so let's go for a bit of a drive in the old Defender and we'll head off. So obviously we're at the shop now. Obviously just across here we have the supplies, a store there for, can't remember what, anyway. I'll bring up the map so you can see the map. So that's what we're looking at. I've bought a couple of extra fields to get us started, because we are going to need to have a good start in relation to this with the length of time we're going to be dealing with. I may end up buying a couple more just to be sure as well. But currently we have fields 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 up the top of the map. Field 24, 25, 26 mid east. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18 just a little bit further south. So we've got a fair few available to us at the moment. We'll soon see if that's going to be enough. So we'll head off down the road and have a bit of a look around. Ah, there's Father DoughBoy's church. Wonder if he's up and about any early at the moment. Yeah, I just can't get past Stevie's maps. He sucked me in big time with Pine Cove. Then of course Pine Cove was okay, and then we had Cherry Hills, and then we've just had Snetterton's, and I'm loving Snetterton's. And then this one comes along as well, and it's just, I'm flat out at the moment playing 4 of his maps. Not that's a bad thing. I really enjoy his maps. I think they're fantastic. I just hope he doesn't bring one out for at least another 6 months. Anyway, so you got an exit point there at the pool of all places. Anyway, so we're not going to hang around here. We might get a bit of interest by the police for having a bit of a leer. So we'll head on back up the road. Sorry, a bit of a yawn. Just the general layout and just the time he takes to make it look aesthetically pleasing, not just functional. It's just great. So head down here, down one of the back trails. Nice empty area there. We can put some production stuff or anything in. Whoa. Stay on the road, duck. Another area we could put some sheds or something in. Now, one of the things I will be doing is I will also be building up a heavy rigid supply depot, or basically a depot for all the big rigs, as in the semi-trailers. I plan on using the GTX Mods road train pack in this map, so that will be my go-to in relation to heavy hauling. Sorry, that was the animal sell point, buy and sell point. So that'll be one of the main bits of equipment which we'll buy shortly. Another shed here next to a couple of the fields for easy access. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I yawned again. Should edit that out. Anyway, a bit disjointed at the moment. So yeah. Anyway, we should have a lot of fun in this map. It's going to be a bit of a challenge with this 24-day season. I'm not sure that I've really thought about how I'm going to do it. We'll in good Aussie style, we'll just wing it and see what happens. But rest assured, there is plenty of grass, so the Big M and all other accoutrements that I like to use for the mowing, being the self-proclaimed Lord of the Grass, will be in full flight. And yes, that may bore some of you, but unfortunately that's what I like to do, so get used to it. Okay. So this is where our fields 1918, field 17 there we don't own yet, we probably will very soon thereafter, are located. Down in through here, another nice big shed. We've got a vehicle service point there. That looks like it's a manure sell point or storage point. Again, like I said, we're going to be learning some of this stuff. I haven't actually done any actual farm work in this map at all yet, so trundling around. There's a nice little grass field. Going to have to buy that one. That will be priority number one. And then there's some of these little back roads. A little bit of mud, not so bad. It's one of my pet hates with a couple of the maps that have been out recently. There's just too much mud on them, and I know FK on the PCSG website has put a couple of posts in there on how to actually remove the mud. I will admit that I did try removing it from a particular map, and that map then failed to load, so obviously I've stuffed it up somehow, but I'll look at that again later. But yeah, so I don't mind a little bit of mud, but when it gets to the point where it's all through the middle of your farmyard and that, it just gets ridiculous. So any mod map makers out there, yes, I'm only one, but I know there's in discussions there's a lot of other people that it just annoys the crap out of them, so please don't try and saturate your maps with mud. Yes, it's a nice feature to have, but it's very annoying, especially if you could roll through the farmyard area. Anyway, that's my mini rant over with. Alright, so we don't know the field, so we're just going to run across through here. Whoops. Try to rush through there. Okay. Down through here. Farmyard there. So in here we have our wood production, but look at it. We can create do our wood chipping and create our pallets. Now, as I've said previously, I don't do logging. I've never really done logging. I have been trying to do some logging on citizens. I'm failing miserably, mind you, at controlling the scorpion. And yes, no, I haven't recorded that for that exact reason. But I'm certainly trying to get into it and give it a go. So this map may well be one that we have a look at. This is what I was talking about how the fact that Stevie just does a wonderful job of just laying the place out and just making it look aesthetically pleasing. Go down through here. Just look at this. This is great. It doesn't take anywhere. Just come down to this little area off the side of the creek or the stream or the river, whatever you call it. Do a bit of fishing. And it's just beautiful. Very, very nice. Okay, enough of the tours. Oops. Righto, let's go back out. I've said it before, I must have a man crush on him. Stevie this is. I just cannot stop playing his maps. I'm at just over 1,500 hours of gameplay on. We don't want to go that way actually. 1,500 hours gameplay on Farming Simulator 17, and I can safely say that at least 70% of that time has been on one of Stevie's maps or another. Doesn't mean to say I don't like other map makers. Other one, Chasey Dog, actually recently, his Nagki map, I guess how you pronounce it right, if it's not too bad. That's a very good map. I've been playing that a little bit lately. Also, obviously, Dusty Dave, Oxygen David's maps, Dusty Cove, Kookaburra Park Farm, all those sort of ones. They're also magnificent maps, but there's just something about Stevie's maps, and they just draw me in, and love it. Much, I suppose, the same as GTX's mods. Anyway, so that was the sorry, I'm rambling again. So this is the biogas area. So we've got our standard biogas, we've got our composter, we've got our manure extraction and all that, so we get our dry fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and our fuel, biodegradable fuel. So that's all there. That'll get a bit of a workout, especially in the winter. We got through here. Where are we now? Here we go. Here's the entrance to one of the entrances to the farm. There's numerous ways of getting into the farm, the main farm proper, and I'll probably take the wrong one. And I've just come back. No, here we are. No, you're right. Okay. Okay, so here we are in the main farm, our lovely farmhouse. A water trough over there if we need it. There's our utility storage shed that's got our for sales of seeds, fertilizer, both dry and liquid. Also our storage for our fuel, and the same again through here. We then have our storage silos with the LED readout sign just in there. There it is. Plenty of storage space in the farm here. Our bale sales and hay and straw sales, and another shed there. There's our cows down there. So we'll head on down there. That's down the little other part of the farm. I think it was down this way. There's our sheep. So sheep to the left, cows to the right. We're going here to the sheep. Trying to run over any of them. So there's our sheep. So obviously you do have to actually come into the pen or to the field for the sheep. There's probably the main access that Stevie's meant for us to take, not the one I take off that entrance through there. So, well, a bit rough. Go the old four-wheel drive, the old Defender. Take in the thing. Okay. Chickens. Watch out for the chickens, the rogue. A little farmhouse there. And then our cow area. So obviously nice big cow shed there. We have our cow and pig mixing troughs. Okay, to mix our pig food and our TMR. Our silage silo. Dump our grass in there and get our silage out. Our milk production. Our manure and our slurry. I went into a blank there for a minute. Straw deposit. And there's our pigs. Okay. So well laid out, but also not too far away from everything else. There you go, another beautiful view. Look at this. Love it. Love it. Look at this. Oh, I'm a fan. Big fan. Big fan. Beautiful. Good job, Stevie. Alright. So what we'll do now is, I think I've wasted enough time going around doing my talk and drive. Oh, one dead chicken. So what we'll do is I'll just go into the shop and start buying some of the equipment we're going to use to set up for the farm, and then hopefully in the next episode, I better get out the next day or so, we'll actually start getting into the farming proper. Now obviously at the moment while I'm doing the setup, I haven't set the time scale to 15 times. Once I've bought all the equipment and I'm pretty much ready to go, that's when I'll kick it off and start it all off. Alright. So now the way I normally play my solo games, which is effectively how I'm going to play this one, is I do play it effectively having to earn my own money, having a little bit in the bank, but I do buy all my equipment pretty much up front and have it at the farm ready to go. Yes, it does mean I'm going to incur higher maintenance costs, but that's just part of the way I like to play it. So that's what I shall be doing. So we'll turn on our creative money. So basically we'll be left with our 2.5 million or whatever it is we're left with the equipment we sold, and we will buy the equipment that we want. Okay, so goes without saying, the first thing we buy is the big M. So you'd like the extended hitch mount, bigger engine, main colour. I like the classy green, class green. Rim colour, make it a dark grey this time. Standard beacon bar. I like the beacon bar. So we'll buy one. Yes, we're only going to buy one today, Eustace. Maybe next week we'll buy another one. Okay, we've already got some pottingers. I need to buy 2 of these for something that I will show a little bit later on, probably the next episode. Okay, tractors. Now, because we've got a number of farm areas, we're going to need a number of tractors. So I'm going to try and primarily use class equipment at this map. I've really begun to like all these, and I've done a mod review on these 3 tractors, which you can check out down below in the channel list. and I particularly love this one. It's nice and big and strong. Set it for the 5000 chip. It gets us 600 horsepower, so I can basically do anything, with the exception of starts to struggle with some of the big butt equipment, the higher end stuff, the bigger stuff, but it will deal with it generally. So go with that. I like the Michelin tyres on that. I like the standard colour setup. Well, yeah, I'll go the standard colour setup on one of them, so I'll do that. Okay, I also want to get a black, and I'll get a red. So we've got 3 of the 5000s. The 900s, up to a 410 horsepower. Again, I like the standard colours on these. What I'll do is I'll get 2 standards. That's all I'll do actually with those. The 800s, I'll up the engine. Again, I'll go the same configuration. Go the wheel weights. We'll go 4 of them. Now, I will also grab T5s. I like the New Holland. So I'll get a couple of T5s with narrow tyres. They can be used for doing my fertilising. And I will get a couple of the 8340s to look after my animals. So pigs, cows, sheep. So they'll be the ones that do all the feed, tractor trailers, and also the water and anything else they need. Okay, so for now let's got the tractors out of the way. Harvesters. Okay, now normally I love to use the Monster. I love the Monster or the 700 very big. So, but I've just got these ones as well today to try out. So the Maxi, let me see, C600 header, which is what size? It says 6 meters. He's only fairly small. Okay, so we'll get one of them as a small harvester. And we're not going to use this for quite a while, so probably it's one area, as Farmer Klein has alluded to, we could probably leave it for later. No, I'm not going to do that. I want to get 2 of the very bigs, standard. I'll get it with the logo. I'll get the 780. I'll go the TerraTrack. I want the 7 extra large, and that'll be number 1 by number 2 and number 3. Okay, headers. I need one of those, and one of those. And I'm going to need for that'll be fine. Number 1, number 2. Whoops. Okay. So we need to go and move some stuff around. Okay. Right, well what I'll do is actually I'll leave it there. I'll finish buying off the rest of that equipment, and we'll get the implements and that on the next video. So I won't do too much else. I'll just do the setup over 2 videos, and we'll go from there. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this setting up. I know I have a bit of a diatribe going tonight. Oh, pardon me. But we'll certainly get into the farming as soon as we can. Please chuck us a like and subscribe if you want to keep track and keep supporting me and giving me some encouragement to keep on going. Leave us a comment down below, particularly in relation to the audio. Let me know if the audio is clean enough. Having just bought all the new mic and preamp and the stand and everything, I just want to make sure everything's hunky-dory and you can all hear me nicely. No quips about the accent. You're stuck with that. It's not going to change. Other than that, again, I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly look forward to bringing you more in this 24-day season challenge, and I encourage you all to go and check out the 2 communities I'm actively involved with. The first of those being the 3 Dudes Gaming Network, and then secondly pcsg.co.uk. pc-sg.uk. Both of those are great farming simulator type forum communities. Very helpful, laid back. You could not ask for a better place to be. Lots of our YouTubers are there. Grizzly Bear Sims, my good friend Eustace Farmer Klein, DoughBoy 2913, Rubber Burner, Icelandic Farmer, all the guys that I've been watching, and basically it's got me into trying to do this myself. So feel free to go over there and have a look at them. All the YouTubers from the 3 Dudes Gaming Network are listed below in the comments, so feel free to go and have a look at their channels and give them a subscribe and a like as well while you're there. Other than that, I shall see you very soon. Have a wonderful day, night, whatever, and I will catch you when we're next back online. I will talk to you then. Thanks very much. Bye.